Hi, this is Rob Sacco, Rob Robin on most of the major watch boards, and I haven't done a video in a while, mostly because there's nothing I've been interested in, at least at this point. But I do have a couple of new cameras, so I thought I'd try this Olympus Pen 3 and see how it works for video. I just tried the Fuji X10 and it just doesn't seem to work really well. The last camera I used was a little teeny Sony TX1 and autofocuses really well. But I have this one on manual focus and we're going to give it a shot. Well, this is about the Rolex 42mm Explorer 2. Just recently came out in 2011. And it's an interesting departure for Rolex. Most of their sport watches are 40mm, except for the new Deep Sea Sea Dweller, which is 43. But this watch is 42mm, and it is designed to resemble a watch that came out in around 1971 that Steve McQueen wore, which was also an Explorer 2, and had the big orange hand that you can see here. And so that, along with the maxi dial, makes this a very interesting piece for Rolex. It has a newer movement than most other Rolex watches. I believe it's called a 3187 movement. So it has a anti-magnetic mainspring, the new Parachrome mainspring. Has shock absorbers in it. I think they call it Paraflex shock absorbers. And so it makes it very reliable as far as shock resistance is concerned. The markers are the new Chromolite, and they glow in blue like the Deep Sea Sea Dweller. Also, the band has a new clasp. So without pulling out any pins or anything, you can just kind of pop this thing and slide it back and forth, flip it over, and now you've got summer, winter. Especially the people who live in warmer climates, the bracelet tends to get kind of tight and when it gets hot out. And I'm much more substantial than the bracelet on the old subs and the original Explorer 2s. If you look at it, you can see that it has the very big markers and a maxi dial. The look is the same, just a little bit bigger, 2mm, so it's easier to read for us old people. Comes in a white dial, which this one is, and a black dial. The old Explorer 2s also came in a white and black dial. Same 20mm at the lugs, but they're a little chunkier, so the watch looks more substantial. This one didn't go to the ceramic bezel, kept the same stainless steel bezel it had before, just a little bit larger. I think this is going to be a really good seller for them. It's generated a lot of interest when I posted it on the net. Let's see if we can put it on my wrist and show you what it looks like on the wrist. So if you have a fairly substantial wrist, this would be perfect for it. It's a classic looking watch. I'm glad they didn't change the design too much. They just updated it. And the bracelet is really much better than the older bracelets that had kind of a shell stainless steel form clasp here. This, you can tell, is made out of one block of stainless steel and it's machined. The links are the same size, so if you have links from an old Submariner or GMT2 or even an Explorer 2, then the links will fit this. And that was a good idea by Rolex. Probably wasn't a good idea in a deep sea sea dweller because that watch really needed a thicker, larger band. So this is the Explorer II for 2011, 42 millimeter. Thanks for watching the video.